Oh, hi. How's it going? Hello, welcome. Welcome. Juicy! Juicy! Thank you for the 28 months. In my head, I just heard Juicy screaming and Juicy voice going, ah! But I'm not gonna shout that loudly. But I know the sound that's in my head. I know the sound.
I say
So glad I turned those back on. Thanks for the boo, Hotch. Also, Green King, you were the first one here, at least the first one in chat. So, congratulations. Welcome in, welcome in. Also, Nirvana, you were here as well. So, didn't take you long to find that, did it? Didn't take you long to find that, did it? Oh my gosh. Oh, how's everyone doing?
you're bad at this.
Okay. You know. All right. Smooth, you know. Waiting for me to materialize? I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Hodge, thanks for the boo. Nirvana, thanks for the ooh-woo. Juicy, thanks for the you're bad at okay, yep, there they go. I might have to crank the volume on those just a bit. They sound a little quiet. Y'all let me know how it is on your end. You like that one? That you're bad at this? Yeah, that one's fresh and new. I've been trying to come up with new ones instead of just all the same old ones, and I was like, you know what? That one's perfect. You're bad at this. How's everyone doing? Green King said good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Hope that everyone had a wonderful weekend and a strong start to the new week. You know, here we are. I've been doing a ton of D&D over the weekend. I DM'd 3 different sessions. Had a blast. We started at 2 new tables, and then I had another one that's been going on for a while. We all met, had a great time. I currently am on a break from work, which is why I'm able to actually have 3 streams on the schedule this week. I know, wow. Big times around here. Also, cheers to everyone, whatever you're having tonight. Hopefully water, stay hydrated. Juicy, how's work? I found an avatar you would actually like. Green King, is that for real, or is this, are you just trying to lull me into a false sense of security? I can never tell anymore. It's like, you'll love this one, and a massive spider just attacks me. For real, okay. Cold brew tea. Ooh, is it like sweetened and everything too? Cold brew tea. And make sure my settings are right over here. Yeah, everything looks good. Cool. Yeah, Nirvana, just for you, I made sure to make the price point on that uwu a little bit higher, just to make you pay the uwu tax, you know? Not a fan of sweet teas? That's fair. I've recently been really getting into putting like a spoon of like local honey in with my tea. Ah, that's been really nice. I also think it's helped with my allergies a bit, you know, like microdosing, that sort of thing. So I've been enjoying it. Also, I don't know, a lot of folks usually, particularly if you're in the United States or anything, a lot of folks get some holiday time off soon for like Good Friday or, you know, whatever it may be. Like a lot of places end up giving like national or otherwise sort of holidays. Does anyone have any big big weekend plans? Maybe spend some time with family or catch up with some friends you haven't seen in a while, or just throw your nose into a good book and then slam it and see if you can keep yourself from having a nosebleed. Any plans? Also, chill. Hello. How are you? It's good to see you. Congratulations on surviving all the recent things that you had on your plate. I know you are relieved to be at a break point. But yeah, I for one. Okay, if no one has seen the animator terminal montage, I know folks that are connected with me on Discord have. If you have never seen the animator terminal montage on YouTube, they do the these cool videos about like video games and stuff. I love them to death. They do stuff on like something about Legend of Zelda, something about Mario speedrun, something about, they have this whole like something about series, but yesterday they released one on Mario Kart. It is so good. It's so funny. And I watched it like 4 times, and now this was my segue. This was good. I've made plans to play Mario Kart with a friend group, like my IRL friend group from like ancient times, like the group I went to high school with, you know? And we're gonna be playing Mario Kart this Thursday. I'm so excited. Really looking forward to that. And then over the weekend, I'm supposed to go see Momspra and Dadspra, check in with them, see how they're doing. And then I guess work starts back on Monday, you know? It's a short-lived break, but one that I'll appreciate all the same. What about you all? Anyone do anything cool? I just ranted about my plans. You know how I do? I start pacing. I start gesturing with my finger as if I'm conducting something up here. Ooh. Huh. I didn't recognize the start of that particular lo-fi song. Outside of that, on Saturday, I've got a group of friends who've never played, or 2 friends who've never played any TTRPG. We're going to be pulling them together to, I'm pulling them together to do like a one-shot. So they're going to get their first sampling. Actually, Juicy's one of them. Shh, don't tell them. But I'm going to be pulling them together for like a one-shot and let them sample. We're going to do some pretty low stakes, low level D&D and just let them try it to see if they enjoy it. And then if they do, then, you know, we might pursue further avenues. But if they don't, well, they can at least say that they tried it and it wasn't for them. A lot of times, trying something, even if it isn't for you, still teaches you a lot about yourself, even if it's nothing more than things that you don't enjoy. So I'm happy that they're going to be giving it a shot. I think I may have got a little too into a game I started. 17 hours, started 3 days ago. Well, what's the game? Odds are I won't know it. I acknowledge that, but I'm still curious. I can't even, aside from VR chat, which I still think of more as like a virtual chat room than I do an actual game, I can't think of the last game that I sat down and played. Tectonica? Yeah, I was correct. I don't know this game. What's it about? Is it like a rhythm game, or is it, I don't know. I have no... Is it a game about preventing earthquakes? That's what it is, isn't it? Also, this is my current Minecraft house. It's pretty simple, but I've graduated from, you know, I used to be just in the I did the like classic carve out a hole in the dirt and just put a door on the front. You know, I graduated from that, and now I have this little comfy, cozy wooden home. I just got to keep the fire at bay. We don't want that to burn anything down. You play as tectonic plates. Yeah, so you cause the earthquakes then. Or I guess you have a choice, Hodge. You can prevent or cause them, right? What have we got over here? That's my ring finger. Hold on. I gotta point dramatically. I'll just point with my ring finger. Or not. Hodge, thank you for the 44 months. 44 months. Daspra smells bad. Well, you right. I think I forgot my deodorant. Thank you for the 44 months. I appreciate it. Your house is better? Is it? I don't know. I'm skeptical. I don't know if it's better than this. This is cozy. It's kind of like Satisfactory. A game that I am familiar with, but that I've never played. I've actually never played. I think we talked about this last stream, actually. A friend of mine tried to get me to play it because they were like, oh, well, you enjoy building railroads. You can just come build my railroad system. And I was like, that just sounds like you're taking advantage of my good nature. Yeah. It's essentially just process optimization further and further and further, right? Finished the final project of the semester. Went to hang out with my classmates one last time before they graduate. Nice, nice. I hope that y'all had a wonderful, like, celebration, closing their chapter sort of party or hangout or event, whatever it was. I know that can be really bittersweet because you're, like, excited for the people who are moving on to the next phase, but also sometimes that means that you won't see as much of them, and that can be kind of sad, you know? So hopefully you all had a wonderful time, and it was an event that served its purpose really well. Industry game. Work at automating things so you can work to solve what happened to the world. Oh, so it's partially industry, but also in the interest of solving a mystery. What happened here? And you have to get increasingly efficient and industrialized so that you can gain the tools and the knowledge to solve that problem. Huh. That's interesting. And I mean, if you've already got 17 hours in it across 3 days, then it must be holding your attention pretty well. Watch some movies, order some pizza, reminisced on some memories. Okay, I have 2 follow-up questions because I'm not going to dig too deep into the memories because those are yours and your friends, and I don't want to like put that stuff on blast. So instead, what I'll ask about is what kind of pizza did you all order, and what movies did you watch? Knowing full well that I'll only know about the pizza. We made it 35 minutes before we brought up food. That's a new record. But I cannot help but ask. Bum 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 bum. So as you all saw, if you were here at the beginning of stream, I have like I used to have like a Nanachi intro, which is the avatar base, right? I had a Nanachi intro for Nanachi streams a long time ago, but it was with my previous iteration of the avatar, and so I had stopped using it, and I was just using the like stream starting intro. But now I've actually re-filmed and recreated that Nanachi intro. So we ran that at the beginning of stream, which is kind of like, essentially it boils down to about 5 minutes of stream starting, which gives folks time to like get their snacks, it gives me 5 minutes to do like my final preparations, do my audio checks, all that full 5 minutes, which is really nice. And it gives you all something to watch besides just that image with me like extending my hand in the dice for 5 minutes. It kind of breaks it up a little bit. I used to have about 6 different intros that I had filmed with various avatars. I would like to slowly work on bringing some of those projects back. I'd also like to work on creating some new things. We're getting some of the redemptions back online, as you all saw. And yeah, I'm excited. There's a lot of... I'm actually also in talks with someone about like redoing the sub badges. So there's a lot of stuff happening on the stream side. I realize I don't stream as often as, you know, I used to, but still interested in it, still enjoy it, and I still like just tinkering with it, you know? So, yeah. Panda! Hello! Hi, Des, I got some cute news. Ooh, Panda. If you're comfortable sharing, what is your cute news? I would love to hear. Some event happened, now everything and everyone is gone, and those who aren't had their consciousness put into alien cubes. What? What? Into alien, just alien cube. Whenever I hear alien cube, I know this isn't what you're referring to. Whenever I hear cube and alien, I think of the Borg from Star Trek. By the way, if anyone knows the Borg from Star Trek, the Borg Collective actually followed the stream about 4 years ago. So, I'm just saying. They're still trying to assimilate me. I've managed to avoid them so far, but the Borg Collective does indeed follow. So be careful, because they could be listening. With the robot? Oh, the robot that that the Quest users see when I maybe I might. I've got several ideas, and it's one of those things where I'll be in VR and then the inspiration will hit me. I'm like, you know what? I should go film some stuff. And so some things require like a buddy to come online and help me film, depending on what I'm trying to do. And some things I can do myself. It just kind of depends. So, but yeah, that Mike could do something fun with that too. Engaged to your soulmate, Panda! Congratulations! Woo, Panda! Happy engagement! Clap, 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 clap. Go, Panda! Congratulations! I'm very happy for you. Here's lots of love in your direction for you and your soulmate. I'm so happy. Woo! Yeah. That's incredible news. I love news like that. That makes me happy. Yeah, congratulations indeed. Congratulations. That's one of my favorite parts about Tuesday Talks is when folks come in and share a bit of news like that, you know, and you get to sort of get a quick glimpse or window into, like, Panda's been around for years, you know, and stops in, says hello, always kind. And so I'm invested in like Panda's well-being. So to get this news, I'm like, oh, it brings like a genuine smile to my face. Really cool. I'm very happy for you. Hey, Pat, hello. What's up? Not much. Just hanging out in my Minecraft house. How are you? Are you still playing the, I forgot the name, but I remember Stardew Valley-esque game. I remember it's similar to Stardew. The name has escaped me for the moment. My old man memory is not doing me any favors today. Not sure when the wedding will happen exactly, but hopefully not too far off. That is incredible. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. And I hope that you have the precise wedding that you want. Because some people want big weddings with lots of people, and some people want like intimate weddings with just their closest friends and loved ones. And, you know, some people want something in between. Some people want it at a specific building. Some people want it outdoors. You could have it if, you know what, Panda? If you want to use my Minecraft house, I would offer you the friend discount. Okay, so take a look around, see, you know, if this is on your, you can keep this on your venue list, you know, and we can talk about scheduling. It's, you know, it's pretty booked, but if you need a place, I got a fancy, you know, I got a fancy spot here. You can see the sunset. Unfortunately, the sun's always setting. That's the only view you get. Prove that my Minecraft house better. Well, you're only seeing one part of it, you know what I'm saying? You're only seeing this, you're seeing like my little work corner and then my fancy view. Coral Island, that's what it was. That's what it was. Haven't played in a bit. No worries, no worries. You had a con coming up, right? Has that passed, or is that ahead of us? A fortress. A fortress. I'm not trying to fight anyone though, you know. I'm just trying to be comfy. My fighting days are behind me. My back doesn't work like it used to. When people start wanting to fight, I'm just like, nah. Just go on. Yeah. Stole all my cooked beef. That means all I have is the cooked pork. I'll have to mince it up. Make some pulled pork barbecue. Oh, the con's this weekend. Perfect. Are you excited? Ordered pepperoni with ham and bacon on half. A cheese pizza. Chicken Alfredo. And a vegetarian. We watched Sharks of the Corn. And Paddington Goes to Peru. And the Sharks Goes to Corn is watching bad shark movies since year one. Oh, so it was like a fun tradition. That sounds cool. The Chicken Alfredo, I'm on board with all the pizza, to be honest. None of those were bad choices. I think the chicken Alfredo, I'm assuming that it used like an Alfredo sauce instead of like a tomato-based sauce. Which part of what I love about pizza is the tomato sauce. So that one would probably be like the least tasty for me. But hey, to each their own. My home's cooler than yours, rabbit? Well, it may be.
Hello. How are you?
Sydney, hello. How are you? I may need to... Y'all let me know if I need to up the volume on those. It sounds like on my end they're very quiet, so... It's this... Oh yeah, I hope you have a good time, Pat. Anime convention? Ooh. Are you looking forward to that? Are you going for like a specific like panel or a specific anime, or is it just kind of like going for the whole experience? Pizza does sound really good. How are you, Sydney? It's quiet? Let's see. Let's see if I can adjust it up a hair. It's the first... Anytime something's new on stream, you have to... The only way to really test it is to truly go live, so... Oh, you know what? That might make the boo too loud, though, if I do it that way. The boo! I don't know. The boo will just shock me. Be way too loud. I'll work on it a bit after stream as well and try to equalize it better, because now the boo is going to be a little louder. I raised it by like 3 decibels. But
I say man.
yeah, see, the boo is quite loud, and the other redeems are still going to be quiet relative to, but they're all going to be 3 decibels louder. So God, I hate it so much. I almost didn't put... I recorded that, and I was like, I have a choice. I could not put it in. Like, I could delete it. I could just delete it. Yeah, I'll have to work on it post-stream at this point. I have done as much to adjust it as I can on the fly, I think. Hold on. Let's see. I'll try one more thing. Just since y'all are spending your hard-earned points. Trigger fire. I don't know if I can change these settings on the fly or not. Yep, we got that. So if the boo is the one that's much louder relative to... Where is boo? Where is boo? There it is. So let's reduce that volume by like 50%. Save that. And then if we go into OBS, sorry, I'll be with chat shortly. Ignore how I'm standing. I just saw it. Ignore it. I'm leaning. I'm working at my desk. Do I really want to do this? This is gonna be loud. Okay, let me spend my points right now instead of you all wasting yours while I'm testing. Let's try the hello.
Hello. How are you?
That seems much more sensible. That was actually audible, right? Let me try that. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, those are actually audible now, I think. So that's probably going to be a good temporary fix for today. And let me see how bad the boo is now.
Boo.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, okay, I can't do anything about that. They're just going to be quiet. Oh, that was too loud. I'm so sorry. I'm changing it back. God, that was loud. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. I'll just have to work on them later. That was so loud. Oh. stream things. I've never been a real streamer. Never claimed to be. The con I'm going to is next week. Ooh, chill. Which one? What sort of con? Where's Elmer Fudd? I think we found his Wascally Wabbit. True. Man, that boo was loud. Lots of art. Yes, Panda. Going to the I forget what they call it in some places, like the dealer's den or whatever. Yeah, those places. The art is so much. There's so many talented artists. And so many incredible pieces always at cons. One of my favorite parts, for sure. Ooh, Pat, what are some of the new faces you're looking forward to meeting? Been a rough few days? I'm sorry to hear that, Sydney. Well, hopefully the next few days will get better. Is there a Mushy or a Juicy in here? Juicy was here earlier, but hadn't heard from him in a while, so either he's lurking or he's popping in and out. I think he's got work, so sometimes he pops in like in between work stuff. And I haven't seen Mushy yet today, so. The bald buddy struck. Wow, that's terrifying. Oda Pokemon. I did the one Pokemon battle from last time. We did do it, and it worked. Yeah, we did do it. I don't know if you stuck around for when it played, but we did play it, and I remember that it worked because everyone was like, "Yes, I can hear it. It works." Bum 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 bum. Anime and Comics Expo. Well, I hope that you have a great time at your convention as well. It seems like it's just convention season for folks. Is this like peak convention time? Time for bed later? Yeah, Hotch, you better get some practice laps in on Mario Kart, because I fully intend on winning on Thursday, so I hope you're ready. Must have missed it? No worries, no worries. Not like any of us have it true if Blade's there. I don't even know why I'm trying. I'm fighting you for second place, Hotch. No, we'll be doing this off. This will be offline. This will just be this will be an old friend group getting together and playing offline. Although we could stream a Mario Kart sometime. That is actually not a bad idea. Auto steer and not auto steer and auto. That's dust. Sorry. Yeah, Panda, I haven't dusted this place in a while, so if you use it, we might have to clean up. Got you at the Pokemon if you want. That's very kind, Green King. Very kind of you. Yeah, maybe one day. Get a good group together that I know will behave on stream. That's the important part. We got to get a group that won't get angry and say things that they shouldn't on stream. That's the hardest part. Uh-oh. A Pokemon battle has been redeemed. You know what that means. I will warn you all, I have been practicing since the last time we faced. So I hope that you're prepared, because I know I am. I'll be right back. Well, you know, gotta keep practicing. Gotta keep leveling up. I'll get there. I'll get there. Don't you worry. I'm gonna keep trying. One day, y'all are gonna redeem that Pokemon battle, and it's gonna be a different story. But today was not my day. Green King, thanks for redeeming the Pokemon battle. For folks who are new around here or don't remember, those little commercial breaks, they give me a chance just to rest my voice. It gives you all a chance to spend some well-earned channel points. They're only redeemable once per stream, though. They're limited. So once you claim it, that's it. It's been claimed, it's been redeemed, it's been shown, and you can't see it till the next stream. So that's a good hyper beam. Blah. Definitely missed it. It's brand new. Yeah, shout out, by the way, shout out to Hotch, who was in chat just a little while ago. Hotch is the one who makes the little like sprite version of my avatar and also made the little chat bubble as my enemy. So that is all Hotch's work. What's museum? Oh. Good question. Good question. Hey, how's it going, Lost? Yeah, Hotch is very talented. Very, very talented. I appreciate what he does. Hey, congratulations on making it safely. Well, I assume it was safely. Congratulations on making it back home. I hope that you had a good trip. I remember you said you were going somewhere, and it was like some weirdo's place and then like a car show. I hope the weirdo wasn't too weird. Yeah, it's a pricey one though. At the 2,000 channel point mark. That's a steep price. See, the commercials, because they break the stream in terms of like whatever conversation point we're having, it's like a momentary interruption. I make them a little pricey so that way they don't get hit constantly, you know? That's also why they're limited to once per stream. But on the flip side, I really enjoy making those little things. They're just like little skits and stuff, and they're fun. I've got a few more that I would like to work on making, so still have 3,000 points. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, I was sorry. I was referencing the. Anyway, I was talking about last weekend. But yeah, I'm glad this was a good one too. Oh, did you get the new all the new work done that you were planning on having done? All that custom stuff. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't insulting your. We got there. We got there. Don't worry, Lost. We got there. Amber, welcome in. You're not late. Amber, you're never late. We go over this. Amber, you show up. Amber is never late. Amber shows up precisely when Amber intends to. Welcome in. Welcome in. I will warn you though, okay? We saw earlier there's some dust floating around my Minecraft house. I haven't done a good job keeping it clean, so you might want to be careful. All right, there's some dust around. A jump scare compilation. That is definitely possible. I want to have something. I don't know if I want to do a stream intro that is like horror themed, or if I want to have a commercial that is in that realm. I'm definitely interested in doing something in that realm because it's something that I hate. And that seems to be what you all enjoy the most, or you know, things that I. So yes. I intended earlier. Got distracted by dailies. Ooh. The question, Amber, is dailies for which game? Which game? Which one has you right now? Which one has your attention? All of all dailies. Like you wake up, checklist. Got these dailies to get through. Well, welcome in. I hope that your dailies went well. How are you? Didn't get as much done as I'd like. Took more time than anticipated. The exhaust came out perfect. Ooh, are you satisfied with the sound and everything? No, I don't need the proto room. Thanks though. Last few days have been rough. Lost 3 friends because they were bossing me around. I told them they weren't able to boss me around. Made you sad all the same. Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. Lost 4 friends who didn't like that I didn't want to drink with them. Lost the 3 bossy. Yeah, that's That's a lot of folks. No, it's not a reflection of your self-worth, okay? If folks are like making demands of you that you're not willing to meet, that's a them problem. That is not a reflection of you. So I applaud you for setting healthy boundaries and saying, no, I'm not going to do these things I don't want to do, you know? So that's a big list. That is a big list. Also, Munch, thanks for the follow and welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Repo, yeah, a group of I think everyone on Stream Team picked up Repo, so we may like lethal but more comedic. Might be easier for you to play. Wow. I mean, fair, but we haven't actually given it a test run yet. We always like to play a game once off stream just to make sure that like it works, that we can connect, that we understand like the basics of it before we actually do it live. So do it live. But yeah, we all picked it up. It was on sale or something, right? Thinking? Green King, what are we thinking about? Here, thinking phase. Sounds better than you anticipated. Very nice. Phase 1. Phase 2 is the main one. Done in August. Is that just because of the like the labor and time requirements, or is it like a budget thing? You've got to sort of save up and then do phase 2, or material? Amber, I thought you had fixed the sleep schedule. I thought things were looking better and Breeze can 100%. I am very easily jump scared. All the above. Fair enough. It's a tight market these days. That's right. Last time we talked, you did say you were picking up drawing again. How's that going? That's so exciting. I had forgotten that piece. I'd forgotten we talked about that. It's absolutely something productive, and it's fun. It's a hobby you enjoy. I hope. I mean, I shouldn't be projecting on, like, you might be like, this is awful, I can't stand it, but I imagine you enjoy it, right? Bum, 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 bum. Sydney, I have no intention of ever like not streaming. Now, that being said, you know my you know my schedule, sporadic at best, right? That's how I would describe it. I mean, I show up sometimes once a month, sometimes like 15 times a month. It varies depending on my availability and stuff, but I don't intend on not doing this anymore. There may be breaks and things, but you know, I try to, when there's been like a period of silence, I try to drop a reminder in the Discord when I'm about to go live, like ahead of time, like, hey, you know, we got something on the schedule this week. And yeah, like I fully intend on sticking around and waving my arms and running my mouth up here. I enjoy it. It's a nice, it's nice escapism from the world. I mean, although the Minecraft world is still here. But I think there's enough torches that we don't have to worry about any creepers. So, when was the last time you showed up 15 times in a month? That's a good question. I'll get back to you. We have to check the, see, that was from a time where we didn't keep computer records. We mostly just kept it all on like little paper calendars. So I've got to go back and talk to my manager and check the paper calendar. We also transmitted the stream with a radio antenna back then, so, you know. A stone. Had to chisel it out on the old calendar. Oh my gosh. Can't tell if this chin is wrong, and then I want to pluck my head off my shoulders and shake it like a maraca. Maracas are fun. I mean, even if you do that, that's still fun, right? Green King, no, there's no giant spiders here. No. No. I mean, yes, this is that place, but no, we took care of that. I have not seen the Minecraft movie, to be honest. Did you see it? What'd you think? I heard some folks really liked it, and some of my friends who are like hardcore Minecraft friends, they said that they wanted to see more Minecraft and less what they described as brain rot. I don't know what any of that means. I haven't seen it, and I don't put a lot of stock in other people's opinions, to be honest, in terms of like movie reviews or media review. To me, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. I'm not a critic, but... Is that Ike? Ike, hello! How are you? Ike! 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 Yeah, I noticed the, enter. I wasn't gonna say anything, Lost. I was just gonna roll with it, you know? Bill Farmer. The goofy voice actor, very nice. Ante Bosco. Vincent. Phineas and Ferb. John Hurley. Oh my gosh, yeah, Pat. Great lineup here. I recognize like 3 or 4, but great lineup. I hope that you get to meet them all. I hope that you have a great time. Planning to see it soon? I hope y'all have a good time, Sydney. Suffering? What? What do you mean suffering? Uh-oh. Sydney has redeemed the museum trip. You all know what that means. By the way, this is so the museum trip, since it's been redeemed, I'll play it in a couple of seconds. It is a reference to something. So watch it, see if you can identify the reference. Bonus channel points, which I can't give out because that's not something streamers can do. Bonus channel points if you know what it is. All right, let me get the commercial ready for you all. Sydney, let's take a trip. Let's take a trip to the museum. I'll see y'all there. Well, hey, that was our museum trip. I hope that you all enjoyed that. Sydney, thanks for redeeming it. Yeah. Woo! Museum trip. Lost it at Tiny Floating. I am tiny. Ember, I am tiny. I am tiny. Smooth transition. Thank you. Hey, Lord Daz, how's it going? Hope things have been nice and chill. Yeah, they have been. No complaints on my end. How are you? Pretty fun? Glad you enjoyed it. Does anyone know the reference? Anyone? It is a reference. It is entirely ripped off from something, to be honest, with like the VR chat vibe, you know, but it is definitely ripped off. If anyone knows, I'll be impressed. I'm in need of some tabletop advice. Pat, yes, we have varying amounts of tabletop experience here, and we're happy to help out. I was pretty glad you enjoyed it. Quite the vibe of that trip. Yes. I love it. I can confirm he's a small boy. Yes, I also, not just my avatar, IRL, as a reminder, I'm very small. I am 5'3". That's on a good day. I'm compressed. 5'3". Not the POV. Oop, here you go, little guy. Put me down. You mentioned it before, so it's not fair if I answer. Well, I'll throw it out there. I'm sure someone remembers and they're still, but no worries. It is from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. If you've ever seen the film Ferris Bueller's Day Off, the museum scene, they play that song, which means that the stream will get a nice copyright thing, but don't worry about it. You know, I don't worry about that kind of stuff. But anyway, they play that song, and Ferris and Cameron, and I've forgotten the other person's name now. Ferris's girlfriend in the movie, Sloane. the three of them go to the museum and they play that song, and Cameron like has a stare off with the art piece. But then I was like, what if there was a cool play on that where, because I'm in VR, I can go into the art, right? So you're like, you know, and it's cool. It's fun. I like stuff like that. BRB, no worries. Currently, my spring break, a couple weeks before finals, I have 3 projects. Oh my gosh. 3 projects and 2 tests. So you have an off week, and then you have a hell week. It almost... I know I need to make those louder. Thank you for the ooh Nirvana. It's almost like they could just not give you spring break and just sprinkle the assignments across 2 weeks. That would be less stressful than an off week and then a stress week. That is suffering, yeah. I'm so sorry. I wish I could help. You don't want me helping with your assignments, though. You'll fail. So, that movie's older than most of my coworkers. Man. Come on, Des. Actually, I do think that film is older than me. I don't remember what year it came out, but that's, yeah. I think that is probably older than me at this point. I think. This is project week. Well, that's fair. That's fair. But I mean, at that point, it's not a week off. You see? Like if they're like, oh, you know what? We're going to cram extra tests next week because you have all of spring break to do your projects. At that point, it's not even a week off. So, I don't know. I feel like a break should be a break. Otherwise, why? And this isn't a criticism of you. This is a criticism of like educational institutions, which I assure you, I've put in my time and feel like I can criticize a little bit. 86? 1986. Okay. So it is older than me. Not by much. What happened? Oh, nothing. We were just coming back from the museum, and then Ike was talking about Hell Week, and I was giving my sharp criticism of educational institutions for how they schedule assignments. Missed it? What movie? Ferris Bueller's Day Off, which is what the museum scene is based off of. And yeah, I'll increase the volume on all those redeems and bring them up. So don't use too many of your channel points on them today because they're very quiet, so you'll miss out on them. Yeah, very good movie. Very good movie. It's like it's just a fun movie, you know? It's very fun. It's one of the first films where they had like big success breaking the third wall. Or fourth wall, sorry, fourth wall, that's what it's called, right? Where the actor like turns and talks to the audience and then goes back to the situation. We have a lot to get done, and these dumbass kids have all this free time. Ha 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 ha. It's fourth wall, yep. Thanks, y'all. I said third, and I was like, that's not right. But yeah, it is. It's fun. Kind of like the Daredevil films, right? And how Daredevil talks to the audience. Similar concept. The one on the right, over here, this wall. What did I say? What did I say instead of Deadpool? I don't know what I said. I didn't even hear it. See, I'm a big Marvel guy. I said Daredevil. I'm so sorry. Deadpool, yes. Daredevil doesn't talk to the audience. Man, I almost made a pop culture reference and almost got it right. It's okay. You ever seen a movie called Fluke? No, but there's a furry YouTuber named Fluke. I don't know if they're similar. Okay. I'm back. Yeah. Okay. So remember one of the adventures in the big 60th anniversary campaign I'm going to run involved a race called the Rootons. Since you have, the green jellyfish looking ones. And that the game wouldn't let the characters just talk to them. So I was going to make an adventure before that with them as a workaround. Okay. I'm with you so far. Indeed, there is Nirvana. You know Fluke? I am way too far. Yeah, I'm out. I'm totally outside of pop culture. I've been watching another old show. I don't know why. It came up on my recommended and I was like, let me give it a shot. I've been watching Boy Meets World, that coming of age show, and I mostly have it on as background noise, except for one character, Mr. Feeney, the teacher / principal. I'm only on season 2. Let me tell you something. Mr. Feeney is the most relatable man I have ever seen in media. I love Mr. Feeney with all of my heart. And I hope to grow up to be more like Mr. Feeney. Anyway, if you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. Furry light. Diet furry. Hey, Des, thank you so much for the gifted sub. And it went to Wojo. Wojo's hey, also Wojo's here. Hello, Wojo. Yeah, how's it going? Thank you so much for the gifted sub. And I couldn't think of a better person to get it. Wojo and I've known each other for a long time. I'll ignore the part after because wow. I'm sorry. Thanks for the ooh. I know they're quiet. I'm gonna fix them. I promise. I know they're very quiet. Only a furry would know that. Wow. Okay. Hey, Octo, how's it going? Sorry, I'm falling behind because I'm on my soapbox. Breaking the fourth. Yes, TTRPG fourth wall breaking is tons of fun. Good morning, Wojo. How are you? Oh, you're right. I didn't realize he streamed. I just knew he did YouTube. How about that? Not the pipeline. It was a very steep slope. That is true though. It was VR that did it. I honestly, okay. The short and sweet. Okay, I started VR in just a guy avatar, right? But all the people that I met that I enjoyed being around were in furry avatars. I met other people, but I just clicked with the furry crowds better. The way they talk to each other, the things they enjoyed, the way they treated outsiders, and it was just I just kind of naturally fell into it, and I was like, I like your avatars, and yeah, that's kind of how it happened, so. My trip to Florida. Ooh, I hope it'll be nice and comfortable because sometimes Florida can be hot. But I hope you have a great time, Sydney. Also, Spirit, thanks for the ooh. I'm so sorry it's quiet. I'm going to fix them after stream. I tried fixing them live and I couldn't get the volume to an appropriate level live. I've got to re-edit the original file and bump up the volume on the source file. So, Mr. Feeney's amazing. Yes! Yes! Also, Wojo, you know Mr. Feeney. Ah, oh, Mr. Feeney's, yes. Never seen Boy Meets World, but my niece is forcing me to watch Girl Meets World. I've heard that's a sequel. It's the same characters. So the kids from that show are the parents in the new show, which is a cool payment. And I even heard that Mr. Feeney made an appearance in that show. So that's cool. Also, sorry, I deep dive actors when I really enjoy them. The actor that is Mr. Feeney, I forgot his name. He and his partner have been married longer than any other couple in Hollywood. They're a Hollywood couple. They're both they're actor, actress, and they are the couple in Hollywood that have been married the longest. That is so sweet. Anyway. Yes, Mr. Feeney's so good. Very positive community. Yeah, from my experience. I mean, with any community, you never know what you'll run into. There's, always exceptions, but I've had many positive experiences. The vampire ex-husband is being put in the game. Oh, Amber, please keep me in the loop. It sounds like a secret ooh-woo. It's like a ooh. Yeah, the furry avatar creators are quite talented. I mean, so are all the avatar creators, though, you know? Furries and punks. Yeah, I would co-sign that. Oh, I don't worry, we got the old people crew locked down. Wojo. Oh, I do. Don't worry. I remember. Yeah, isn't that sweet? Such a good story. Maybe William Daniels. Yeah, yes, and he and his wife, the longest running couple in Hollywood, at least from my cursory Google search a couple of days ago. I was blown away by that. Mr. Feeney. On your way to work, be careful. Be careful on your way to work. Also, I hope work is easy today. I hope it's the kind of day where you go in, you're never bored, you're never stressed, and you walk away feeling accomplished. Those are my wishes for you. No boredom, no stress, sense of accomplishment. Don't know how good the other creators are. I don't look at, haven't seen them. I mean, that's fair, yeah. Everyone kind of gets into their lane, you know, but I've got a lot of friend groups that kind of cross the different communities, and so I get to see some of the other avatars as well, and yeah. Also, a lot of my other friends are really sweet and wholesome, like my non-furry VR friends. When I join, a lot of them have like a furry avatar favorite, and they'll switch into it when I'm around. They're like, no, we're all, you know, because I will not, I won't change, so. You made my day brighter just by stopping by. Oh, thank you, Ike. You always make my day brighter, too. Really have to get some sleep, have fun. Hey, and thanks for throwing some pasta my way. I will definitely eat it up after stream. I hope you have great rest. Don't stress too much about your projects. You will get them done. There will be another day, and then the projects will be gone. So just take it easy, one thing at a time. You'll get there. Thanks for stopping by. Take care, Ike. Yeah, such a good character, Wojo. Stress is a must as long as it's fun stress. No stress at all. No stress. No stress. Why did the boo not work? Did it play? Did it break? I'm sorry. I think it's broken. Tiger, I'm sorry. Also, how are you, Tiger? I'm sorry for your points. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, those are solid wishes. No boredom. No stress, sense of accomplishment. That's a good work day. Stream for the first time in a year, and someone got mad I didn't instantly reply in chat because I was preoccupied. Yeah, you have to just, Green King, when it comes to that sort of thing, you just set the tone early with chatters, and you know, if people enjoy the energy that you put out, they'll stick around, and if they don't, there's plenty of other streamers that they can connect with, and you know, it's not a problem. Don't take it personally. It's never a reflection of you. So don't let that bother you. Don't let it dissuade you from streaming. You will find people. I'm always behind on chat, you know, and y'all know that. You know, it's like, oh, he'll get there. Sometimes I'm like 10 minutes behind. So I think just ignore those people, or at least explain to them like, oh, I'm sorry, I was preoccupied. I will get to your comments, you know, when I can. And if they're okay with that, they'll stick around, and if not, that's okay. That is totally fine. Gonna lurk while delivering, enjoy the ride. Ooh, we're on a ride with Tiger. Let's go. Seatbelts, everyone, seatbelts. I don't care if you're in the back seat. I don't care. Put your seatbelt on. So excited for my trip to Florida. I'm staying with family, get to spend time with my cousin. It'll make all my stress and problems seem smaller. Yeah, family time for me, and it sounds like for you, is nice and recharging. You know, for some folks it's taxing, but I'm glad that for you it'll be a relaxing time, and yeah. Not copying the pasta. I know I broke it, I'm sorry. A friend made amazing pasta tonight. Gave you something to take home. Oh, share. Yeah, voice to phone never works for me either, so. Is it still not working? I really did break it. Don't hit the boo anymore. Don't hit the boo. I'll refund the points at the end of stream. I'll refund the boo points. I broke it. I don't know what I did. It's broken. I'm sorry. I'll fix it. You went on a hike? Ooh, does the ooh work? Nothing works. It's all broken. Stop! Don't redeem anything. Stop! It's all broken. It's all broken. I don't know what I did. It's all broken. So, stop! Don't redeem anymore. I like how don't redeem and this redeem. That tracks. Oh. Well, I'm glad that everyone had great pasta. I'm a little envious. Oh, to be fair though, I had amazing sesame chicken from this really pinky out Chinese place. You know, like you go in. I ordered it to go because I was out of place if I had sat down. I was like, actually, I got there and I looked around and I was like, oh. And the person at the counter definitely gave me that eye and I was like, yeah, I was just here to order it to go. Not dressed for the venue at all. Yeah. I know, there's just angry people everywhere, Octo, everywhere. Wait, what line did I take? I didn't even hear it. That's fair, Spirit. I said don't do it, and then there was thousands of them. They were working earlier. They were just quiet. I don't know why they stopped. Who knows? Yeah, that's so strange. Here, let me do a test one. Let's see. Did someone say tea? Of course it would work for me. Of course it would. I don't know. Don't do it. It's a risk. It's a gamble. You're gambling your hard-earned points away, okay? What was the restaurant called? I don't know if I should share it, the name of it, because it's not a chain. It's like a family-owned sort of thing, and I don't want to dox myself. They were very nice, but I could just tell that I was not fitting the vibe. You know, like I'm sure they would have seated me. I'm sure it would have been great service. I was just like, you know what? Let me spare us both this awkward moment. I'm here to order it to go. It was definitely me that made that choice. They didn't have a kids table? They did. They did have a kids table. You're right, I could have sat there. Oh. Okay. Yeah, the sesame chicken was really good. Yes, sesame chicken. It was really good. And I also got like a side order of vegetable lo mein with it. It was so good. It was really good. Really good. Octo, what is that? Why the kids table? I was dressed basically like this. At a place where like most people had like their blazers and their unbuttoned collar shirts, you know? It was, you know, like tablecloths, that sort of thing. Fancy glasses, you know, and I'm like, whoops. A day for the Splatoon community called to celebrate Cali. Got you. Okay. It was yesterday. Did they do any special events in Splatoon for it? Green King, that takes a lot of work. Sitting here listening to me run. That's my ring finger again. Okay. Just I have to explain every time. That's a lot of work to sit here and listen to me run my mouth. I'll say it. I know. We made it 35 minutes before food came up today, though. We did a good job. It was Chill did it today. It was Chill's fault. He referenced pizza, and then that was it. It crumbled, but we had made it 35 minutes. I'm just saying. I'm also hungry, though. I was in kids casual spirit. I love lo mein too, Sydney. It's so good. Oh, a big community celebration. Okay, okay. So the community gets really invested. That's cool. Yeah, I wasn't dressed appropriately. I should have done my research. That was on me, though. You know? You made it less than 10 minutes. Spirit does always bring up amazing food, and I get sucked into the recipes and all the amazingness. So that was pretty good. Send it in DM. Let me see. My plan for this homemade adventure is the players have to help protect a member of the Root and Royal family. Like that who's on the run because they're more peaceful and some other Root leaders don't like them. I don't like that they're also in disguise. Okay. Shapeshifters, herein lies the problem. I want to make the character being protected kinder than the normal. So the problem is if they're kind, but they have to, in order to shapeshift into someone, they have to kill that person in lore. But you want to have a person from that group who is shapeshifted because they're disguised, but they are kind and therefore you don't want them to have killed someone. I assume that's what you are trying to convey. Let me know if I read into that correctly, please. Oh, Amber, I see you also sent me some stuff. Okay, I'll just save that for later. Work as a cook. Spirit, are you a full-time chef? You're a full-time... What? Why did You've probably told me and I've forgotten, but what? Made it to work barely on time, but still made it. Wojo, thank you for keeping us company. Be safe at work. Remember, no boredom, no stress, sense of accomplishment. That's what we're shooting for. You've got this. It's your day, Wojo. It's your day. Just imagine Mr. Feeney's there behind you. Oh, okay, cool. You can, we'll keep you company. Don't you worry. I thought it was one of those where you're like, I'm here, I have to go. Yeah, we'll keep you company at work. Could have been an accident. That's kind of what I was thinking. An accident, or if the person was in like really. Oh, there's an interesting question. Do they have to kill them or only think they have killed them? Could be a fun way to expand the lore. How about that, Pat? What if, like, is it a full-on requirement that the person has to kill someone, or can they just believe that they killed someone? Des brings an interesting idea to the table, depending on, like they said, how fluid the lore is there. Perhaps they can run into someone dying from an attack on the street. That's kind of where my brain was going. What Amber's got there, this idea that, like, they arrived as someone was dying, and maybe they tried to help. So they were the last person to intervene or to, like, have an action on this person, but what they did wasn't enough, you know? Or maybe they tried to help someone and they made it worse. Or maybe they accidentally fed someone something who had a cashew allergy. Tragic. Either way, there's a ton of ways where you could have someone responsible for a death that isn't malicious, for sure. It could even, like, truly just an accident, you know? I don't know if that's what you're looking for, but there are a lot of possibilities. And I'm glad we're sort of kicking this around in chat because a lot of great ideas are coming out over here as well. don't think I mentioned this. Oh my gosh. A 5 foot. Why you gotta say a short 5'4" guy be the head chef? Why you gotta emphasize short there, Spirit? You know, as a 5'3", I feel like you and I are. Gases when he's worked better stop paid from listening to your Wojo, I think you're I'm trying. I think your last message, maybe the text to speech or speech to text betrayed my brain. I don't know if I can, when he's worked, stop. It has betrayed my brain. Not the cashew allergy. Oh, shh, that is my allergy. Don't tell anyone though. It's a secret. Y'all can't know that. You'll try and take me out. That allergy was really specific. Yeah, I know. That's because it's my allergy. It makes me so sad because I love cashews. And don't worry, it's not like lethal. It's just really uncomfortable. Sometimes I still eat them anyway. Okay, Green King, to be clear, that is not my actual voice. That is me voicing over for that sea shanty. That's not my actual voice. So, but yes, that was a commercial that we used to run. We had the sea shanty commercial, but I stopped running it because it was with the old avatar. So my stream has evolved. I have had 3 different stream avatars now. So a lot of the old content I've kind of retired as I've changed avatars across time. So thanks for the whispery ooh-woo. Always assume that you're 5'8" or higher? Absolutely not. No, I am. Yeah, I'm kind of with Dez on this. Like, I think Amber also had a great idea, but Dez's idea is very like, you could really pull at some plot threads with that. You could make them think that they like their lives could be radically altered. This could be why they're on the run even. Like this idea that they think they killed someone, that they're responsible for it. They go through this whole character arc, you know, and then end of campaign like style revelation, they find out that they weren't actually responsible. The person's fine. You could really do some cool stuff. I definitely think that's a cool idea if it works mechanically with your lore. So I'm sweating. I just wanted y'all to know that. You're talking about Aerie threatening me with the fish, Amber? I can't believe you remember that. Allergic to tomato? What? I'm sorry, tomato's in a lot of stuff, isn't it? Maybe the person they killed was already poisoned by someone. Oh yeah, yeah. So this idea, it could be that they were poisoned, or maybe they had some sort of like a terminal condition where like suffering was in their future, and it was a mercy, like an act of mercy. Dez has got some good ideas here. Pat, you brought your idea, you brought your story to the right place. We're kicking it around. We're stirring it up, seeing what we can come up with, you know? Highly allergic to mango. It is unfortunate when people are allergic to things that they enjoy. You know, a lot of times the body kind of naturally resists things that that you're allergic to. So a lot of people, they're like, oh, I can't stand the taste of that. And they find out that they're allergic. But it's those cases where you really enjoy something. Those are the really tragic ones. Is that Scar? Scar! Twitch integrated RimWorld game win. First of all, can you integrate Twitch and RimWorld? And we've talked about this before. I tried RimWorld and was not the biggest fan. I might need to try it again though. My tastes have definitely evolved over the years. Hated the sea shanty. No worries. Yeah, not all the some people really like the sea shanty. Some people really like the Pokemon battle. Some people like the museum thing. So no worries. They're fun to make, and it's a fun way for folks to spend some channel points. Despise tomatoes. Wow. Never thought about a rap. Octo, I don't know if I've heard a lot of people that say that they. I don't know if I've. Amber always playing with auto mod. Only person. Octo, I don't know if I know a lot of people that like despise tomatoes. So that's kind of an interesting fact. I didn't know that. Yeah, I don't know if rabbits can sweat either, actually. They have to kill someone first so that they can absorb their DNA. Well, then I think this idea, like the second part of what Des suggested, this idea that maybe it was like a mercy killing. Maybe someone was terminal, or they were poisoned, or they knew there was suffering before them, and this person did it as an act of kindness, and they still are responsible. They still did the action, right? But the motivation behind it came from a place of goodness. And that could explain why this character is a little different. I don't know. Salt from another anime. Ah, so there you go. Hey, there's nothing wrong with borrowing ideas from media, books, film, anime, like whatever. That's how a lot of great ideas happen. So Amber, you can still have it. It is still on it's still on YouTube. So it is there. So if you really want to go listen to it for old time's sake and do butt bongos, it's there. So got Salem with me. Hello, Salem. Give appropriate affection from us to Salem. Whatever that looks like. If Salem likes like a head pat or quick rub, or just like distant admiration, like, oh, whatever it is. Ketchup and tomato based pasta sauce. I feel like those things have so much sugar and like other additives. That's why a lot of folks who don't like tomato, they don't mind like a ketchup or something, Because largely the additives, I think, are why those are so different. What about salsa? Do you have strong feelings on salsa? Oh, that makes it. Maybe it is related to the nose. Do rabbits also regulate heat through their ears? I feel like I remember that their ears are a big part of their heat regulation. Sydney, it's the context of we were talking about someone trying to do like a tabletop role-playing game, and they're working on some story threads for their game. So that was why we were talking about it. Yeah. Yep, Amber, exactly. Do you like ketchup and liquor? I don't think I've tried it. Wait, Scar, do you actually mean like get my glass and pour a drink and then just Oh, are you making me say funny things? Was I not careful enough? Because I'm reading the second word. Okay, you got me once, Scar. You got me once. Not twice. Well, give the appropriate affection from us, Sydney. Oh, I see, Amber. Well, yeah, then leave the song retired as a distant memory. Fond memories. Pinky out, Lady Google says. Okay, so there you go. That makes sense because I'm sure that they've got a lot of their blood vessels probably run through their ears, and it's thinner there, and so heat is able to escape much more easily, you know, along all that surface area. Makes sense. Might become tolerant to tomatoes. Yep. Can't risk it, Spirit. Can't risk it. Once in a while, my memory, most of the time my memory fails me though, so, you know, let's not pretend. It just exists for you? Fair enough. Still iffy depending on how you look at it, for sure, yeah. I mean, it's still gonna be like questions of morality, but if you have to have that element involved in some capacity, the only other possibility is that you like borrow something from like a game like a game system like D&D or Pathfinder or whatever, like where they have an item that allows them to bypass that requirement, where their transformation is not linked to the absorption of someone's DNA, but instead is linked to some other magical property, like a spell or you know, some sort of an item that can disguise them. If you give them the ability independent of the species ability that they have, that could be another workaround where you don't have to have like a death for them to be able to transform. But again, it depends on the magic system that you're running and what's within your game system and what isn't. Scar, I want more disco fries and jalapeno margaritas. That's what I want. Give them their form as... Oh, give them one parting gift. Oh. Very... Yeah, itchy... Ugh. And itchy's the first step. Sometimes your allergy can get more severe with time, you know? Sometimes allergies, you can grow out of them, but still, you have to be very cautious. You are a jalapeno mark? What? What? What do you mean you are? You were? Past tense? You want? Okay. Yeah, I want one too. Let's go get one. Greened Wonder, aka Green, thank you so much for the 36 months of sub. And you wrote happy birthday sub, and it's not my birthday, which means, is it your birthday? Question mark. Regardless, thank you so much. You got, oh, you have the 36. Green, you just got, it's the sub's birthday. Okay, I got you. Green, you have the 3-year icon. That is the fanciest icon I have currently with my sub badges. Look at that. A 36 on a D20. Mathematically impossible, but you did it. You did it. Nice. Thank you so much for the 3 years. Also, Chill, thank you for the 43 months, but you don't have a cool 36 because you have a first badge, which is also really cool. But still, thank you so much. Oh. White out and a chisel. Let me just fix these dice. We're going to make these exactly right. Also, Spirit, thank you for the 6 months. You also should have a new one. Yeah, you do. You got the blue with the 6. Spirit, thank you so much. Green, Chill, Spirit, thank you all. All of your support is very much appreciated. How do you get cooler badges? So I've already got the slots unlocked. I just have to make them. And I'm actually talking with someone about making new sub badges. We're gonna keep with the D&D theme, but what I'm thinking is for the first year, using a D12 instead of a D20 and having like 1, 2, you know, et cetera, and then flipping. So at the 12-month mark, move to the D20 and reset at 1. That way I can use the D20 for like up to 20 years. And I mean, I probably will never need to adjust after that. So I'll have the D12 as months and then have the D20 as years. And that's kind of, I'm in talks with someone right now about that. So I've got more slots unlocked. I haven't, all these were commissioned, and, you know, just takes time to work with artists. Everybody has very busy schedules. It's like I'm not trying hard enough. What are you being, Green? Haven't given you a Cleo update in a long while. She's still small, but obviously bigger. Very chatty. Walk around, meow away. Gets hyper. She'll run around the house. Weird noises. Classic cats. Very lovely though. She'll rub against your legs and lick you at random times. That's amazing. Sounds like she's very happy there. I'm glad that she is adjusting comfortably and a big part of your family now. Yeah, Scar, auto mod's being weird today, huh? That is a bit. Look at that little snail go. Hey, thanks for contributing to the hype train, Green. Look at that. 30 bits. Look at that snail. Just whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, y'all did start a hype train. The first badge is cool. I think it goes to the first 10 people who sub. So I know like Scar, I know Scar has one, Chill has one. I think Aster and Airy. I can go look up the whole list, but yeah. Spirit, thank you for another gifted sub. Went to the Dragon Demon Lord. You gifted 8 in the channel? Oh my gosh. Thank you for the 8 gifted across time. Level up. Oh, and now you have a Gifter Leader 2 badge. Look at you. Very nice. Well, thank you all. Someone should sub for the next 100 years. No. I tell people, be very cautious how much, because I know you can like sub in advance on Twitch, because I do that sometimes too, but be cautious with me, because, you know, y'all know my schedule. Sometimes I show up for a month, sometimes I'm absent for a while, and I can't promise, I'm not at a point in life where I can promise regular enough content that I think future subbing is the best idea. You know, I would feel terrible if you subbed for like 6 months and then I didn't stream for 3 of those months. Ooh. So maybe just, you know, in real time, like y'all do it, that's perfect. That's great. Or just save your money. Regardless, I appreciate it so much. Thank you all for the the hype train. Also, oh, they were in my hand. Goodness. Welcome, Amy. Welcome, Raiders. Thanks for the raid. How's it going? How was your VR stream? Welcome in, everyone. Also, the NB Volpine, thank you for the follow. Hope you're doing well. I did also think of using some kind of gadget. There's a Dr. Hold on, let me not lose that message. We were talking a little bit of TTRPG lore stuff. Let's see. Basically a holographic disguise. Oh yeah, Pat, that might could do it. You might could do something like that. 5 more minutes of me being uncomfortable. Thanks, y'all. Hey, welcome in, Raiders. Paul Lover, good to see you again. Tuscan, good to see you again. N64 Gamer, I love the N64. Welcome in. Come on in, y'all. Raid party, absolutely. Hello to you, Volpine. Nice to meet you. Thanks again for the follow. Also, oh, this is the challenge now, is names. Is it Lumby Lumbax? Did I get that right? Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Can't stay going. Bye. Hey, yes, of course. Take care of yourself. Y'all, Amy's chat has stopped by once or twice. Y'all know my spiel, I think, but post-stream self-care is very important, not only for the streamer, but viewers. If you need to go get a snack, run to the restroom, no worries. If it's bedtime, I know it's late, you do what you gotta do. Don't worry. So take care of yourself. Self-care, most important thing in the world. Scar, thank you for the 25 bits. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Close enough. That means I got it so wrong. I'm sorry. Sir Fisher, thank you for the follow. And then is that Amaya? Is it Amaya? Did I get that right? Thank you for the follow as well. Y'all come on in. How was your stream, Amy? Was it just chatting style? How did it go? Gotta go. Might be on VRC later. Have a nice rest of stream. Green King, thank you so much for stopping by. Take care of yourself. Always a pleasure to have you around. Only 11? Well, for me, it's already 2 a.m. So, and for a lot of folks all across the world, who knows what time. I'm sorry, Scar. I had to put that minimum in because Hodge used to just give 1 bit over and over and over and just keep making alerts pop. So it was, said it correctly? Oh, good. Okay. VRC just chatting. I hope that y'all had a wonderful time. I saw right on time, 10 o'clock, I saw you start, and I was like, oh, it's 10 p.m. But yeah, we were talking TTRPGs and food and all sorts of things. And they had just started a hype train, and then I lost my composure because I never know how to respond to that. So we were recovering from that when the Raiders joined in, so I'm so sorry. But welcome to the Minecraft home. There's a little bit of dust floating around. Sorry about that. I didn't clean before stream, but we got a sunset. It hasn't moved, so I think it's stuck there. We've got some, I don't know what's in there. Iron ore, probably. And then there's a bed in the corner, but you can't see it. It's off camera, so. Let's see. I'll get my headset more comfortable again. There we go. But I'm excited. This week, we should be able to do more streams than I usually do because I have some time off of work. That's exciting. So I plan on doing a couple of streams, maybe 2 or 3. I think I've got 2 more on the schedule. And we're just going to take it easy. We might try and finish Majora's Mask. We had started that stream and then kind of let it go. So also, y'all, thank you so much for the hype train that you just completed. Level 2, incredible. 4 gifted subs, 55 bits. So generous of all of you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. The sun's broken? It might be. It has not moved. We've been here for a few hours and it has not moved. The vibe reminds me of my old world. Like your old home world? Also, if anyone's having anything tonight, tea, water, juice, soda, whatever it may be, cheers. Coffee, excellent choice. Oh, do you do anything fancy with your coffee? Some wine? Is it the same wine from this past weekend? Was it Pinot? Macaroons. Baking is an area where I would love to be a little more proficient. I do not know much about baking. Although I recently got into, over the holidays, like winter holidays, I was gifted an air fryer, and it kind of sat for a while. I didn't do much with it. And then I started using it, and I'm like, wow, air fryers. And it's basically a mini oven, right? Just like much smaller. Why are they spilling the tea, Green? Green wine. Same wine, new bottle. Oh, okay. Still the Pinot. So you're a big Pinot fan. I didn't know that. I appreciate that they did a tea emote. As much as we talk about tea around here, kind of a nice touch. So I'm very happy about that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying to wrap out Majora's Mask. I haven't finished it in years. Like the last time I played it was probably 6 or 7 years ago to completion.
I say man.
Thanks for the boo, We3. How you doing? Good to see you. But every time I play Majora's Mask, I just fall in love with it again. It's definitely high on my list of.
I say man.
I'll be over here if you need me.
You're bad at this.
What? Okay. The other ones are quiet right now. I've got to up their volume, so I'm sorry. Ari, thanks for the you're bad at this. I appreciate it. Not too sweet, not medicinally dry. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, they're always watching, you know? Everyone's watching at this point. The Twitch admins, the agents from the government, I don't know, they're all, but they just knew. T-emotes, they knew. Yeah, it worked this time. The redeems have been weird today. Where's one that you used to hit? I don't remember which one. Oh, the dab? Is that the one you're talking about? All the old ones with the old avatar have been pulled, and I'm in the process of designing new ones because I don't use the old avatar on stream anymore. So I've been slowly cycling all that out and replacing bit by bit. So otherwise, you get into a morality. It kind of get morally messy, even if it. Yeah. Yeah, Pat. I think we've got some good ideas for you to mull over. Also, thanks for bringing your TTRPG like story, plot ideas, and questions here. I think it was a fun space to talk about it and a lot of good conversation around it. Also, hi, Ari. Hope you're doing well. I see that you did the you're bad at this. I figured people would enjoy that one, especially when I'm gaming, because not a real gamer. Boo this man. Which is your least favorite Splatoon character? I guess I just didn't realize that Splatoon had so many characters where there's like levels of investment. To be fair, I've been out of the Splatoon lore for a long time. I played the first one heavily and then didn't really touch it much after that, so. So Ari, that's on my to-do list is to bring back a hype train one, but I've got to film a new one with the new avatar. So, new air quotes, the avatar that I stream with currently. Why? Why? Why is my message pinned? Did you pin your own message? I haven't pinned a message. Okay, those were They're very quiet. You're wasting your points, Ari. Stop. I'm remembering why I turned them off. I am remembering fully why I turned them off. Pin something by mistake? Oh. Yeah, no one wants to hear that, Ari. Shiver for Splatoon? Big man? Mana ray? Oh, mana rays are fun. I mean, they're dangerous. They're lethal, but thank you, Green. And thank you for the judgmental goose right behind it. It does make me. I can just hear it, so I will. I promise it'll be fixed for next time. I tried fixing them on the fly in OBS, but they're not equalized the same. That's on me. Totally my mistake. So I've just got to go back to Premiere Pro and adjust the volume for like the file, and then it should be good to go. So I think I've got the range. I think I need to increase it by like 5 decibels, and it should be good after that. So I may just turn them off for now though, so that Ari doesn't just keep hitting. How many channel points do you have? Oh, yep, the app had to be updated. All you've done is made me regret turning these back on. That's all you've done tonight. You have 94,000? I'm upping the price of Uwu. Yeah, Ari's been here a long time. Ari's been here a very long time. Because Green, I knew who I was talking to, and I knew it was a big number. Y'all have to remember, used to when I had like the Discord server where we could interact and all that, I actually had a role that you could redeem while we were live on chat on Twitch chat. It was the 100K club, And if someone had saved 100,000 channel points, they could do that redemption in chat, and I would give them just entirely. There was no benefit other than just a separate category and bragging rights. And we had several people. I think we had like 8 people who had saved up 100,000 points. So yeah. Ubu inflation brought to you by Airy. For the people is what he would say. Man, you'll run out of points one day. But yeah, I'm really excited. I mentioned at the beginning, I'm really excited for the weekend and just this entire week. It's a pretty easy work week for me, and so I don't. Basically, I have the week off besides checking a few little boxes, during like offline time. I'm scheduled to go see family, momspra and daspra. Really excited to reconnect with them for a bit. I'm doing a one-shot for 2 D&D players and then 2 others. 2 are experienced, but 2, it's their very first time playing. I always love having first-time players at a table. To me, sometimes they can be the most creative in a TTRPG setting because they don't know the rules, and so they're not bound by the rules. Instead of them saying, oh, I should probably make a perception check, instead they're like, I would like to listen at the door to see, they're much more invested in just how to solve the problem than how to play to existing game mechanics, which means often they can be really creative. So I'm excited to give them a run through. We've got like a 5-hour set of time blocked off. This past weekend, it was 3 different tables. So I had 2 session zeros and then one of my long-term tables for several years we met. So there's been a lot of positive stuff happening. I'm pretty close to completing some big work goals, which is why I have a little bit of time off right now. And so no complaints. My health is what it always is. It's fine. It's not great. But it's not bad. Scam them out of 100,000. I thought about going back and tracking who had gotten it and giving them the legacy role in the current server if they're there, just so that it's still honored. I actually have thought about that, Himber. You knew what I was thinking. With how often you stream, I probably will. Wow. How are you gonna... I feel really called out. Taking jabs. What? Gotta get to bed. Work in the morning. Oh, hey, Green, thank you so much for stopping by. Please, please, please have a wonderful day tomorrow at work. Don't work too hard. Try not to stress too much. Get a good night's rest. And thank you again for all the generous donations and just for stopping by. It means the world. I really appreciate it. Bye, Green. We'll have to golf sometime soon. This weekend, Sydney. Supposed to go see Mom's Friend daspra. I'm really excited. Am I spry relative to my my population? Is that what we're going for? I'll take it. I think it would be so much fun to be like the senior in a retirement home who still puts on a VR headset and gets on Twitch and waves my arms around. Goals or whatever, whatever the equivalent of VR and Twitch is when I'm in 5 years. Oh, Daz, you're also DMing for 2 newbies soon. Is it just 2 newbies or is it like a mixed experience table? Yeah, they're so much fun. I'm happy for you. Scar, yeah, I know you're on the list for sure. You can't tell me what to do. You're not my real dad. I know, Green, I never said I was. Yeah, I'll pass along the hellos. I'm in a really weird boat where my folks, they know that I stream on Twitch. They occasionally actually stop in Twitch. They know that my VODs are on YouTube and they will look up VODs sometimes and they'll call me up like, oh, that was an interesting conversation on your stream last night. I'm like, what? What are you doing? But really wholesome. It means the world that they check in. It's just always shocking when they're like, oh, we saw you were live. Like, oh my god. Yep. The hardest conversation to date with mom and dad about stream, because they've followed my stuff for a while. The hardest conversation was when I switched from the previous stream avatar to the Nanachi. They're like, why are you like a little bunny now on stream? I'm like, oh, you know, I like it. Scratch his head. That was a fun talk. 5 years you got that long? Man, y'all are cutting deep today. Come on, Spirit, what in the world? A VR cane that worked as a controller. That's a good idea. I should start investing in that technology. That's definitely the future for with an aging population just in general. Now there's another Rutan character who's also in human form, but they're a member of the Rutan like CIA, Secret Service. Okay. So they're looking for the royal to safely bring back to the Rutan homeworld. So they wouldn't really, yeah. If they're like mission focused, you know, they maybe have a different moral compass for that. So it feels like that may be an easier plot element to work through for you than. I could see the complication of the first one though, for sure, Pat. They have some experience, not sure how much. Have they already done the like session 0, or I guess have you all already done the session 0 sort of experience? Do you know what they're going to play, or is that, you know, down the line? I know you're joking. It's fine. It's not a call out. You're fine. You're fine. Don't worry, Spirit. Because it's cute. That's kind of. I've tried explaining, because they've also been in VR before. And I'm like, you know, the avatar like tracks really well. It kind of matches like my body proportions to an extent. Like when I move and like touch my hand to my feet, it actually connects. You know, a lot of avatars don't do that. They give you that skeptical parent look. Like even at my age, I still get that skeptical parent look. Like, You're like, what? Because they're cute. Get off my back. Got that right.
Boo. I say boo.
Ari, why do you hate me? Put on your old hot man. What? Bodies? What? Are you talking about the one that hot shoes? The guy with the robe and everything? How's your family? They're all doing really well. Yeah, they're doing great. Also, Big Truth, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome in. You know, daspra had his hip replacement surgery a while ago. He's totally fine. In fact, he's scheduled to go back to work Monday, so in a week, from his hip replacement. He's moving around fine. No like walking stick cane, nothing. He's actually moving better now than he was pre-surgery. So to me, that's a sign of his success. Mom had to have a procedure done recently, but she's doing fine. It was routine stuff. You know, they're getting up there in age, so I worry about them a lot, but they're doing really well. And then my brother and his folks are all doing great. They're staying busy. They're just at that point in life where they're always committed to things. So we catch up once in a while. Actually, I'm slated to play Mario Kart with him Thursday, so I'm excited about that. Double down? What do you mean double down, Ari? I was about to. Reading each other's minds. Still in early stages, optimistic. Hey, no worries. I'm always optimistic. One of my players at my session 0 so like I said, I had D&D Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I DM'd all 3 this past weekend. And on Sunday, there was a session 0. That was the beginning of a Curse of Strahd table. One of the players, who it was our first time meeting, he was like, you have DM'd 3 sessions this weekend. How are you not burnt out? And I was just like, hey, I'm at a point right now where D&D is like, that's what I do for fun. I don't play video games anymore. I'm barely reading my books right now. I'm really like honed in on D&D. It's like this is fun. I'm just excited about it. So I'm glad that you're also excited. I can relate to being optimistic, excited. D&D is fun. It has been a while, Ari. Where have you been? Wait, let me guess. Final Fantasy 14. Am I getting it right? The old DRC skin before Nanachi? The one with the white hair? Yeah, I like that avatar, but I like this one better. For sure. Ari's playing 14 and yeah, I know. I've been trying to stop him. Thoughts on Mario Kart World? Ooh, can of worms. I mean, I'm excited. I'm still excited. I know that the internet is like all over Nintendo for scummy business practices. That's fair. That's fine. Show me a company that doesn't have scummy business practices, first of all. I'm not defending them, but like, I don't know why we should hold them to a different standard than all the rest of the companies on the planet. So, I don't know. I like Nintendo games, and it tickles my nostalgia, and I will save money until I can afford it, and then I'll buy it. I like the idea of having like 24 players in a map. I love the idea of moving through the worlds. I think there's a lot of innovation in that Mario Kart game, so like, yeah. And, you know, I know people are upset about the price, but I was gonna say, things are expensive if you account for inflation. The current, like the price of the Switch 2 is actually lower, or at least it was at initial release. That might not be true after tariffs, but that was lower than the price of the Switch 1, dollar for dollar, accounting for inflation. Like, I don't know. But yeah, you're right. People don't have money. I don't think it's going to sell as well. And their like flippant reaction to people's concerns wasn't great. That wasn't a good PR move. They're like, well, if you can't get one, if you can't afford it, just get a Switch 1. It's like, you're not listening to your customers, you know. But yeah, Nintendo's a scummy company sometimes. Will I get one? Probably. So, I don't know. I'm excited. The Steam Deck does exist. I have one. Well, we have a lot of 14 players here. Dawn Trail killed it. Yeah, I didn't... What was the last thing I played? Shadowbringers? I haven't played since then, so I think I missed a lot of the good content. What play the biggest prank on me and laugh? Spirit, I can't even imagine what kind of prank that would be, but... Scar, I read an interesting article that said that Nintendo had moved a lot of hardware production to, I think it was Taiwan, in 2018 in response to the first set of tariffs that the US placed on China. And I think that the current plan for Nintendo, from what I've read, is for them to ramp up production in Taiwan and sell the units made in Taiwan to the American market to try and offset the massive tariff being placed on Chinese products. Of course, I mean, who knows? And I don't want to talk too much about the real world because I get in here to get away from this crap. So we won't stay on this for long, but maybe it won't be as bad as we think. Maybe. I loved 14 when I played it. I tried picking it up again and I couldn't get back into it. I don't know. I think that game did what it needed to do for me, and now I've like left it. You know what I mean? You know about the critically... Oh my gosh, no. I'm not reading the whole thing, Ari. I'm not reading it. Are you calling it Slopwalker? Slop? What is happening? Apparently people have strong thoughts about 14 now. I don't know. Imagine what he does then. Yeah, because then there's nothing left to lose at that point, right? Maybe you're right to be scared. Resident Evil 4? Is that a remake? Give me a ship name. Well, what sort of ship is it? Is it a starship? Is it a rowboat? What kind of ship? Give us context. It has a brig. It's just a floating brig. Time does matter for games like 14, for MMORPGs, for games with subscription services. Time is a huge factor, and it has a lot to do with why I also don't play a lot of those games anymore, to be honest. Mushy, 43 months. Thank you so much. Good morning, Mushy. I hope you're doing well. Why are you throwing pasta at me, though? Why does everyone throw pasta now? I appreciate the pasta. I'll eat it all, so, you know. Also, Supernova, thank you so much for the follow. I hope that you're doing well. Welcome in, welcome in. A ship name. Call it the Constellation. Because it sails true under the guidance of the stars at night. The Constellation. That's my best name. Been playing both the remake and the OG. I played 4 a little bit. I
say boo.
Thank you, Ari. I played 4 a little bit. I played a lot of Resident Evil 5. And then I played like the really scary one with like the house and the grandma in the wheelchair and all that. I can't remember. That one was too much. I stopped after that. Yes, I couldn't play after that. That game is too scary for me. You have to remember, creepers scare me. So, yeah. Scar, is that the first time that the story has really suffered since, like... Because I felt like 14 was kind of doing a good job with story stuff for a while. Like, I know it had, like, the rocky start, and then it really seemed like it was doing a good job, you know? How much longer you last in 14? Yeah, if it's not holding your interest, then you might have to find something else. Man, come on. Thanks for the follow. I like the name. How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. You're going to consider the name? Fair enough. Got remote not work. Don't work too hard, Mushy. Take care of yourself. Thanks for lurking with us. Yeah. Depressed. I'm sorry to hear that. What's up? Is there anything that we can help with? Or is it like you're here for a distraction and don't even want to talk about it? Because I can understand if it's the latter. I can understand if maybe there's something we can kick around and help you think through. I don't know. Distraction. No worries. We were talking about 14 mostly. Final Fantasy 14. But just games in general is where we're kind of are right now. So sorry that you're not doing well. Endwalker was great thematically, but not so much gameplay-wise. Yeah, Shadowbringers blew me away. That was, like I said, that was the last content that I explored in 14 before I stopped playing. And I mean, I thought it was great. The music was great. The boss mechanics were great. The story that I halfway watched was great. That was, to me, that was peak 14 when I was playing. So let's see, Pat. That reminds me of something I really want to do. There's another race of shapeshifters in Doctor Who called the Zygons. I don't know much about Doctor Who, but I know we've talked about this before. So they're more straightforward than the Rootons for context. They're more like the Skrulls from Marvel. I want to have a player be a Zygon in human form. Only me and the player know that they are until the party. Ooh. Having fun character secrets and like backstory and things between a player at a table and the dungeon master or the game master, that is a lot of fun if it's executed well. You just don't want it to turn into the player betraying the party in a way that erodes at the party's fun. You have to be careful about the execution only in that sense, but it can be incredibly well done. It can be like a great aha moment or reveal for the table. You just always want to make sure you're not eroding at other people's fun. Thanks for the boo. Yeah. Sorry, I'm always on a soapbox. I'm always behind on chat. The last Mortal Kombat that I played, funny that you mentioned that, I played Mortal Kombat 3 on the Super Nintendo. I remember that one very well. Yeah, Mortal Kombat's pretty fun. But like I said, the last one I played was 3 on the Super Nintendo. It was probably what, in the late 90s, like 1990s. So I haven't really touched it much since then. Also, Nirvana, thank you for the ooh. But yeah, I enjoyed it, but I sort of fell out of the fighting game genre. Just more like Zelda and Mario games, platformers, they more held my attention at that age and kind of shaped my gaming experience. When the main character of Dawn Trail that nobody likes has more lines. So they like leaned on one person for their story. That is interesting because normally they had like a very strong, a story that really leaned on a lot of characters in 14 from my experience. So you liked Endwalker? Didn't love Dawn Trail? Yeah, hopefully it'll bounce back. They can't get everything perfect, right? So come here. I mean, I'm pretty close to the camera, but I'll step a little closer. What's up? I never played 11, but I heard good things about it. I had a friend that played a lot of 11, actually. Every single character in the entire series. Okay, yeah, that is an interesting choice. I mean, unless it's like a pivotal character, yeah, I don't know. Only 30 years. Yeah, you know, who's counting? Who's counting this? Oh, sorry. I didn't catch the reference. Is that when he does the line that shoots out and then pulls him in? Mm-hmm. I remember there were these, I don't know if they were actually androids. As a kid, I thought they were androids. There were these 3 characters. One was Smoke. There were 3 of them that looked similar. One had like a yellow suit of armor, one had a red suit of armor, and then the other was Smoke. I remember those 3 characters. I played them a lot. But I don't remember the other 2's names anymore. I remember Sonya from the series. I remember Stryker. Stryker was fun. Stryker had like grenades and stuff. Who did my brother play? He played Liu Kang all the time. I remember that. Cyrax, yes. No, it was Scorpion. Scorpion was Scorpion also had the yellow, but these guys were more like, they almost looked like robots or androids. Scorpion had like the same style on the Super Nintendo. Scorpion had the same style suit as Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero's was blue, Scorpion's was yellow. These guys actually had full like body armor. I think it was Cyrax. And then there was a red one, and then there was a gray one, which was Smoke. Robot Yellow is Cyrax. Yeah. I had forgotten that name. Y'all just unlocked like a childhood memory with this conversation. That's wild. Sector! Yes, it was Sector. Man, that's wild. I don't even remember like the lore of why those characters were there. I don't know like if they stayed in canon or if they were just a one-time appearance. But yeah. Got a little like mnemonic for remembering them. Robot Yellow is Cyrax, normal yellow, Scorp. Yep. Reptile? Yeah, Reptile. Was Reptile in 3 also? I wonder if that was a character that I didn't... They were one-time appearance? Yeah, the fatalities in Mortal Kombat are so good. I also... Okay, to be honest, most of my time in Mortal Kombat, aside from Mortal Kombat 3 on the Super Nintendo, was spent with like actual Mortal Kombat arcade machines. There was a Mortal Kombat arcade machine in the Mexican restaurant in my hometown, and we would go every Thursday night. My family would go to a sit-down dinner. My brother and I would shovel the food as quickly as possible. He would always get the dinosaur chicken nuggets, and I would get a burrito. I would get a beef burrito. We would eat as quickly as possible, and then we would go play Mortal Kombat until Mom and Dad said we had to leave. So, yeah. Finish him! So good. Yep, Dino Nuggies. That is the only thing he would eat. Yeah, Sub-Zero was fun. Same as Sub-Zero and whatnot. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Man, look at this. All this Mortal Kombat. I might have to go check that game out again. I still have my Super Nintendo. I still have Mortal Kombat. I remember there was a cheat code, and then you could unlock like several secret characters. One of them was this super OP. He had like a skull. He was like really swollen, had like a skull armor, sort of like skeletal armor, and he would just like punch and kick and take half the health bar. You mean Scorpion? Good choice. Yeah, Scorpion's a classic. They were originally assassins that got turned. Immoral Wombat? Scarhead, what is that one? I don't know if I've heard of that one. Yes, yeah, yes. Dez, I think Shao Kahn, I think that was his name. I think there were 3 secret characters in Mortal Kombat 3 that could be unlocked with various cheat codes. And it was like those old school cheat codes where you had to go to like the main menu and hit like left, right, down, up, A, plus, you know, and it was like, and the only way you knew if you did it correctly is like the narrator for Mortal Kombat would laugh at you. And you were like, why, what? And you would go and then the character would be there. Harry stuck in 14. I know. We've tried. We've done the good work. We've tried to pull him out, but and no shade to the 14 players. Let me be clear. I spent a lot of time in it. I loved it. There are some people here who I really bonded with through 14, like right here in chat right now. That was like a big part of our friendship for a while. And I mean, I enjoyed 14, but I just like to pick on Ari for being in 14 all the time. Killer Instinct. Okay, Wojo, I also loved Killer Instinct. I played as Cinder in Killer Instinct. Oh my gosh. I loved it. I played Cinder, and I can't remember the character's name, but my brother played the skeleton with the sword and the shield. And he had that one move, that like down A slide where his little skeletal leg would come out, and he would just spam that over and over. Oh, it was so annoying. He would just spam that one, and you'd get comboed in it. You couldn't get out. Oh. Also, Iconic, thank you so much for the 10 months of support. Approaching a year. That is wild to think about. 10 months. How you doing? Good morning, Iconic. I hope that you slept well. Yeah, the shock of the reveal. Pat, that would be phenomenal. I think you've got the basis of an excellent like story thread there. Especially if you have a player who is willing to kind of lean into it and embrace it, you know? There's a lot of potential there. Oh, my nose itches. I'm gonna scratch it. He did. Ari talks so much crap to us. No, I don't think you're gonna hate it for that, Wojo. I thought that Killer Instinct was a great game. Great fighting game. I think that my main fighting game, fighting game probably ended up being, oh crap, do we count Smash as a fighting game? If we count Smash as a fighting game, that's the fighting game that I have the most time in. But if we don't count Smash, then it was probably Soul Calibur. My brother and I got really into Soul Calibur for a while. I think you're right, Spirit. I think that may have been another one. I don't remember all their names as well, but love what you like. Screw the haters. Yeah. Jazz gets it. Oh my gosh. 11:46. It's 2:40. Well, now 7 because it took me a minute to get to your comment. But yes, 2:47. So yeah, I'm all the way over there on the far by the Atlantic. Ugh. Itchy nose means someone's trash talking you. Octo, that's what we do here. That's why my nose itches the whole time. Hey, Feline, good to see you again. Yeah, Minecraft World. What do you think? This is my place. I worked hard on. I had to get this house ready for stream. You know, took me a while to, because I forgot how to like punch the trees and stuff. So I was out there working, and this was the best I could do. But it's not too bad. Not too bad. It's also, you can change the world. Can I do it from here? Let's see. Ugh. Can y'all see that? Oh, you can't. Okay, cool. So like I can make it snow. And there's like winter holiday decorations around the house now. It's very nice, very nice, very nice. I can make it scary. That's kind of cool, right? Right? I get a little scared here though, so I'm not gonna keep it like this for long. There's also a bed in the corner. There's a door. You can actually go outside and explore the world a little bit. So very cool. I like this world a lot. And it's pretty well optimized, so which is good for stream, at least for me. Smash is a party game. Oh, see, I knew. Thank you, Scar. Smash is good though. Yeah, I agree. If we count Smash, I vote Smash. Great fun. I agree. I love Smash. Knock him off the play area. Oh yeah, with all the like cinematics. Yep, Wojo, 100%. Who'd you play in Soul Calibur? I played. Was her name Talim? She had like I forget what that weapon's called, but the one that matches your forearm essentially. I played her, and then I played Keelik. But then Keelik ended up on like a weird story arc where he became like a god or something. I don't know. Keelik got too big for me. But I liked Keelik in like 3 and 4 or whatever. I can't remember. I don't remember what her name was, but she like pew, pew. She just had these weapons that like went the length of her forearm. But yeah, sorry. It's been a long time since I played any of these games. Y'all are pulling at memory strings that have all but faded away. Denny's is open 24 hours. I didn't know that either. West Coast land? No worries. I find most of the people who stick around for stream are usually like West Coast or further because of the late time that I'm online. So I'm glad you like the world. I like it too. A little dusty though, so my apologies. I didn't clean. Shrek Super Slam. Hey, if you fight in it, it counts. Sleep was a bit rough? I'm sorry to hear that, Iconic. How did I get this far behind? Was I just running my mouth all? Oh, yeah, sorry. Thought I went, no, I was just changing the world. That was on me. Can I turn into, I'm sure there are Scorpion avatars. I don't have any of them saved, and I can't like, I just have a basic client, so I can't go like avatar searching from my client right now. But I'm sure there are Scorpion avatars. Yeah, you can explore outside. Yeah, I enjoyed Soul Calibur. In fact, the Soul Calibur game that got me into the Soul Calibur series, I forget which one it was, but it was on GameCube. It's coming as part of the Nintendo Switch 2 lineup for the GameCube emulation, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Fancy Hudson, good to see you again. How are you? Sorry, I'm way behind on chat. I'm trying to get caught up. What's the name of the... Aster knew right away. Yep, Voldo was his name. Cool character. If you could master like his moves, oh, he was an unpredictable fighter. Keelik became what Voldo was in the first game. Oh, that's what it was. That's right. Yeah, because Keelik had the staff originally. Oh, man, the staff, it was so smooth. I also kind of, Keelik was one of those characters where I would like select in the character menu and then just look and go, huh. As a young, innocent, not influenced by the internet person, I was like, huh. So, taking us on a tour? I probably can. Let's see. Let me smooth the camera out in case it's... We will try. see, smooth. We'll auto level the roll. Try and minimize. I'm going to be moving the camera a bit to show off the rest of the world. If you get motion sickness easily, you may want to look away for a bit. I will let you know when I'm about to start, and then I will let you know when I'm done if you're looking away for motion sickness, okay? So let's see. What we need to do now is unanchor the camera. I'm about to start moving the camera, so you should look away now if you get motion sickness easily.
You're bad at this.
Wow, thanks, Mushy. Wow, did not expect it. Okay, let's see. So we're gonna try and rotate kind of easily. So this is where we were. That's my hand. We were over here, right? Kind of looking out over here. This is the chest is where the menu is in the world. So you can click the chest and actually navigate all the menus, and then when you're done with it, put it away for immersion, which is really cool. There is a video player in the world, which I have turned off currently. Where is it in world? I forgot. Yeah, toggle. So there's a video player on that wall, and by default it plays Minecraft music, which is really nice and adds to the immersion. I keep it turned off for stream though, because we're doing lo-fi. Here's the bed with some glowstone. Very nice. If you turn the mirror on, it appears on that wall, so you can enjoy that. And then this door, it opens, makes the click like a Minecraft door, you know, and you can actually come outside and explore a bit. It's pretty limited on how far you can explore, but so you can actually look back in the house, you know. You got this nice, they've done, so that's not explorable, that's like a skybox out there. So they've essentially done, you know, this really cool thing where they've, I think, really cleverly used the skybox to make it look like there's this whole immersive world out there, but this is really compact and really optimized as a result. And it's, yeah, I don't know, it's pretty cool. Don't let him catch up. Why would you do that? Only character I remember in that game. Smash was so much fun. Yeah. My favorite character in Smash, N64 Smash, it would have been Ness. I was really good with Ness on the N64, but then I kind of forgot how to play Ness. Then I really latched on to Dr. Mario. I really liked his like aerial combat. Don't know why, but that was what I did. And then I really enjoyed playing Wario. Wario makes me laugh. I play Wario in Mario Kart. I play Wario in Smash now. He's a lot of fun. So those are, anyone else have any cool mains in there? If it's an evil one that reveals it, picture something like, isn't that right? Oh, you haven't told them? Pat, that would be such a good story element. You should go for it. Release me. Yeah, Mushy, I've got to rework them. Today's the first day where I got to test them live, and they're a little quiet. But I can't fix it right now. I have to re-export them with a higher base volume because I've already got them maxed in OBS. So.
Someone say T?
Thanks, Mushy. It's on my list. I'll have them fixed. Yeah. I hope you like it. Also, Victor, how's it going? Good to see you. Oh. Yeah, that kind of Smash too. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back inside where it's safe. Come along. Nice to see the redeems coming back slowly. Yeah. It's been nice to see everyone being so excited about them, you know? And it was fun to start remaking them. The thing that was keeping me from making them originally was just what a pain it is to do the holo redemptions. Because I had to use like After Effects and everything for that, and I'm just not very good with After Effects. But now if I abandon the holo aspect, I can get things out a little faster, which is kind of the current plan, you know? I'm going to leave the camera all weird and dynamic like that for now, where I can move it if I want. But yeah, it was a brief world tour. I hope I did okay. If you're a regular VR chat player and you're interested in the world is called Calm Minecraft Home. And the world author is ZSkull162. Calm Minecraft Home, ZSkull162. It's a great world for like just hanging out with folks. If you enjoy like sitting by the mirror and talking to friends, or the space is big enough that you can circle up. Great world. Kirby and Peach, great characters. I love the random mechanic of depending on which Smash, like Peach can have a frying pan or a golf club, or so much fun. I enjoy it. I never got very good with Kirby, but yeah. Yes, okay, that was what I was implying. That was what I was implying. Keelik from Soul Calibur was one of the. There was like an alternate skin that he had, and I just remember like at that age where I was figuring stuff out, looking and going, you know what I mean? That's all I mean. Been reflecting on life. Oh, what about it? What are we reflecting on here? Smash Bros. Can you access it even though you don't have a VR? Like this world? Yeah. If you're on desktop, you can still get in the world and everything is interactable. You know, you can, like if you play VR Chat desktop, you can absolutely get here. It's also Quest compatible. It's a great world, so anyone can visit. Like not me specifically at this moment, but yes, this world is visitable by anybody. Party game for a reason with the T? No. Have you been to the museum already? Sorry, Mushy, I didn't mean to skip. Yes, we have, but I will probably run it a second time at the end. I usually, when there's a new redeem, I usually run it twice. So I'll probably run it at the end of stream as well. Best friends are Kirby main. Kirby mains can be terrifying. They're very deadly. Up, down, B, up, down. Aster, what are you maining there? Your birthday today. Happy birthday. I'm going to do everyone a favor, including you, and not sing to you because you don't deserve that. In the sense that it's your birthday and you don't deserve to be tortured. So, but I hope it's a wonderful day. Birthday, just been reflecting on how I got this far in life. Yeah. Birthdays are a great time for reflection, you know? You managed to hang on to the earth for another revolution around the sun and look back and say, what are things that I'm proud of this year? What are things that I'd like to improve on? And what's my plan for next year? Falcon mains, terrifying. I mean, honestly, a lot of the characters are fun, and some of them, there's definitely tiers of character, and yeah, the Fire Emblem characters are fun. I never got very good with them, but you'll hear during the video game talk, I will reference my brother a lot. Growing up, you know, we didn't, like, most of our childhood was pre, like, online gaming in terms of, like, console gaming. We didn't get into PC gaming until later. And so we were mostly like couch co-op bros, you know? And we were at that age where we liked the same games and spent a lot of time together. But he really latched on to the Fire Emblem characters and got pretty good with them. His main was always Young Link, though. It was Link on the N64, and then when they introduced Young Link, that was it. He was a Young Link main after that. Give me a sword and let me at him. Yeah, hey, it works, though. They got some cool magic abilities, though. Really want to give the players a Luke, I am your father. Yeah. Anytime that you can kind of flip the narrative and like surprise your character, your players at a table at a TTRPG, I think that's always a good time. Even players that aren't super invested in the lore or the story, they will get shocked and surprised by a good plot twist, you know? So yeah, I hope you're able to pull it off. It sounds like you're giving it a lot of thought, so I'm sure that you'll execute it well. Melee onwards? Oh, Melee was good. I think Melee was probably my favorite. Fox or Young Link. Melee was like so fast-paced, you know? It was like pew, 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 pew. So much fun. Toon Link, also, yep. Nostalgia. Combos were fun. Yeah, you're right. Also, Hayes, how's it going? Good to see you. You goober. I get that a lot. That's totally fair. I get that a lot. I hear that a lot. I don't follow a lot of esports stuff, so I don't always know when a game has like a difficult to get into esports community or vice versa. So, but I hear that feedback a lot about Melee. Almost forgot it was your birthday. Yeah, sometimes like the more times they go by, I find that I struggle to remember. I don't know if there was something else on your mind or what, but it just sometimes I'm like, oh, it's a day. I've definitely had my mom call me and be like, oh, happy birthday. I'm like, what? It's a work day. What do you mean happy birthday? But yeah, happy birthday all the same. I hope it's a good day. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm doing great. It was a great weekend. I got a great week ahead of me. There is the foundation in place for things to be phenomenal this week. I'm very happy. Plus, stream's been a load of fun. We've had all sorts of amazing conversation. Yeah, Spirit, it's hard not to when you're like in the middle of a day and then someone reminds you that it's your birthday and you're like, man, how did I forget my? And I try really hard not to forget, but I'm just at a point where like forgetfulness is part of things. If I don't write down like a friend's birthday on a calendar, I'm gonna forget it. I know that's, you know, people are like, oh, how could you? And it's like I just do. I have to write down phone numbers and I have to write down addresses. You know, if I don't write it down, it's gone. Tiger, I thought for a moment I saw Boohoo finally off work, and I was like, oh man, like they must really be into work today. Maybe it was a good day, you know. But Woohoo, got you. Well, hey, I'm glad you survived work. We all wore our seatbelts the whole time, I promise. So we were totally safe. Thanks for letting us backseat, you know?
Did someone say tea?
Ooh. I know it's quiet. I'm going to fix them, I promise. I will fix them. But yes, cheers. Thanks for the tea. Time perception thing for me. Perception. 1 second is April, the next is yeah. Yep. Time just flies by, especially when you have like things to do, when you have a to-do list. See, that one's the appropriate volume. Thank you, Flo. Also, Trap, hello. Wait, let me put my cup back down. Good morning, Trap. There's a heart. I hope you slept well. I'm here at the end to make fun of Das's height. I'm gonna be honest, Flo, that came up all night. Beginning of stream, middle of stream. Now you've brought it full circle at end of stream. Thank you. I'm glad there's a theme for the How you doing, Flo? Ah, shorty. What?
You're bad at this.
Esther. How could you? What topping would you have in a garlic parmesan stuffed crust pizza? Garlic parmesan stuffed crust. I'm a big this is my bias coming through. I'm a big fan of just like the meats. So like if you throw on like pepperoni, sausage, bacon, bacon might rob some of the, I might not do bacon on that one because that's such a powerful flavor. It might rob some of the garlic parm flavor. Pepperoni, sausage, ham. I would probably do that. Almost bacon, but bacon's so powerful. I don't know. What would you recommend, Tiger? Because I'm not a connoisseur, you know. I'm a simple tastes. Small and throwable. This is factually true. I am in VR and IRL. So I was curious. Yeah, I've got four new redemptions in there. I've done away with like the hollow thing because like I said, it takes too long to edit. But so I'm gonna But today was the first day that I actually got to test them live, and they were working good, like on my computer. But when they're live against stream audio, like my voice and everything, I hate it. Thank you, Flo. Next to stream audio, they're a little quiet, and I've raised them as much as I can in OBS, so I've got to just re-export them with a higher volume, like from the source file, which isn't a problem. I still have them saved, so they'll be better for next stream. I appreciate y'all being patient, as I am not a real streamer. Travel size. I like that. Yeah, I'm travel size. You can fit me in a carry-on. I like that you're bad at this one. Yeah, so that's the newest. That one I was like filming the other ones. I was like, I really need something fresh. I was like, what better than you all pointing and just going, you're bad at this. Like, I'm glad you like it, Wocho. Eating a calzone. Calzones are pretty good. About to dip out. I have to say, hearing it in my own voice is really insulting, actually. Maybe I should get someone else to say it and point. Anyway. Oh, man. It's such a cliche topping. It is, but it's also such a like I don't eat pepperoni any other time, you know? I'm not like, oh, let me like throw a pepperoni. That's not true. I just lied to you all. I do pepperoni on my Italian subs. Sorry, I didn't mean to lie. It was an accident. Pepperoni, grilled chicken, and peppers. Mushroom. Okay, mushrooms would pair well. Yeah, because it would still, you'd be able to honor the subtlety of the garlic flavor as well. Thanks for the oohs and your bads. That's shame, Flo. That's shame. You're not wrong. I am definitely my worst critic. Your thighs. Oh, that's right. You did all those cheers the other night. I mean, all those squats the other night. That's right. Man, I forgot. Are you okay? I'm sorry that I'm not sharpening air. You just wasted 100 points. That is true. But like the booze, that's not my voice. So the booze, that's stream team. So Hotch, who was in chat earlier, right? JP and Gamer. That is 3 different people. I just sent them a message and I was like, please record yourself booing me. I gave them no other context, and I just smashed it all together and turned it into a redeem. Yeah, Wojo, I thought I'd get a couple of people to accidentally click it for the wrong reason. Oh, man. Okay. Actual scammer. No, you're redeeming something that isn't there anymore. You're trying to use the highlight feature to make up a command that doesn't exist anymore. So, I don't know if Mushy's still around, but Mushy asked, and so those of you that have been around for a while, you will remember that we used to do like little commercials. They're redeemable once per stream. The 2 that I have currently have both already been redeemed. There's the Pokemon Battle, which has been redesigned with Nanachi sprite now. Looks great. And then I today have revealed an updated museum tour or museum bit with the Nanachi avatar instead of the old avatar. Now, even though it's been redeemed, always when I do a reveal of a new commercial, I always show it twice. And so I'm gonna, for folks who weren't here at the beginning, I'll show it again. It's like 2 minutes. It's just a little break. And then we'll come back and continue conversation. So let me get the commercial ready. Also, if you were here earlier, shh, don't say anything. If you weren't here earlier, if you know the reference, bonus points for knowing the reference, okay? Because it's fun. It's definitely a reference. I'm not that creative. All right, let's see. Here we go. Oh, there you go. That was a free one. That's the only free one you'll get. The rest, normally that cost some channel points, okay? That was I was just, does anyone recognize it? The reference is not me getting lost on the way to the bathroom, okay? I like the museum one much more than the sea. I'm glad you like the museum one. Field trip. Field trip. Gonna steal my glasses. You can have them. I like the big frames. They're cute. Felt like they wanted to give out. I don't know how many squats you ended up doing that night, Iconic. It was a lot. So Ari, the problem with that, okay, the Throw of the Century was part of the sea shanty, and the problem is that I have to completely refilm it with the new avatar, but I don't know if I can do a throw that bad again. That was an accident. I don't know if I can do it again. So we'll see. Clearly it's Severance playing bingo in the perpetuity wing. Severance is so good. I need the next season to come out, but it's not going to come out for a long time. If you haven't watched Severance, pretty good show. It's weird. It's one of those shows where you can't really like predict what's going to happen, which is why I enjoy it. Well, if no one knows, I'll go ahead and reveal it and I know a lot of you know, and you're just not saying because I've talked to you about it before. The museum bit is a reference to the film Ferris Bueller's Day Off. They have the scene in where they actually go to the museum while they're like skipping school and everything and having their big day out on the city, and they're all staring at the art, and then Cameron is like staring at that one piece and is back and forth and back and forth. And this is kind of like my take on if, it happened and you could then go into the painting. By the way, that world, if you're a VR chat player and you've never been to that world, you should absolutely check it out. Every painting in the world you can click on and go inside, and it's actually, the art piece has actually been sculpted inside VR by a very talented VR artist. And you can actually go and like see the art. So you see it as a painting, and then you can go in and explore the sculpture. Really cool. Really, really cool. Over 200. Oh my gosh, yeah. I know that I called cheers more times than I should have that night, so I'm sure that you had a lot more squats than Yeah, it wouldn't take me long. Would not take long at all. But yes, I used to, for folks who've been around the stream for a while, I used to do a lot of little like commercials and redeemables like that where y'all could use your channel points. And I sort of shut them down for a while because they were hard to edit, and I wasn't using the avatar anymore that I filmed them all on, and it felt kind of weird. And people would show up and like click them and then not recognize. They were like, who is that? Why is there just a random guy walking around, So I sort of disabled them all. But I'm excited to be bringing them back. I enjoy those little bits and skits and stuff, like the Pokemon battle. And yeah, so I'm hoping to film a few more. I've got some ideas. Actually, I'm supposed to get online with Ari at some point. We've got the beginning of one that we're working on. So yeah. Thanks for the gifted sub. That's very kind, Wojo. Yeah. I always appreciate when everybody's kind to each other, so. Well, with that, I think we have reached the end of stream. Don't forget, there's going to be 2 more streams this week. If you have any interest in being made aware of streams or being like reminded of them, there is a Discord server. It is not a Discord server where there's any interaction. It is entirely automated. There are no channels. There's no voice channels. There's no like text channels. There's none of that. It's just like an announcements channel, and you can self-select roles. That's basically all it is. But some people like that for just reminding them of when streams are. So if you're interested, !Discord should share the link. If not, it's linked in like the channels down below. I also keep the schedule on Twitch updated, which should be adjusting for your time zones. We are probably going to be playing Majora's Mask on Thursday, but I may be in a chatty mood, and we may just hop in here and hang out at a Minecraft house again. You never know. So, have a good night, Des. Thank you, Chill. I hope you have a good night as well. Kindness is number 1. Absolutely. Lead with kindness, for sure. If not, then be Mr. Feeney, who also led with kindness in his own way. Oh man, I know, I'm sorry, Spirit. It's that time in the night, you know? Thanks for the ooh-woo. Yo, did Stream Elements hear me talking about it? That's weird. Wow. Good catching up as always. Great talks, cozy vibes. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Thanks for streaming. Always cozy. Yep. Thanks for being here, Des.
Did someone say tea?
Cheers to that. I'll have to fill up my cup because it's empty now, but I'll fill it up and then cheers to the tea. Bye, Rabbit Man. Good night, Nirvana. Thank you for being here. Wojo, wonderful to see you. Iconic, good morning. I'm glad you rested well. To everyone that was here, thank you so much for the channel point redemptions, the bits, the subscriptions, the follows. Shout out to Amy and her community for the raid. Much appreciated. If you haven't checked out Amy and what she does, she also has a similar stream once in a while where she'll do like this talking. Actually, she's normally live right before me, which is kind of cool. She starts like 10 p.m. Eastern and then moves on through the night. So you should check out Amy. Throw her a follow if you haven't already. Her community is very awesome and welcoming. I've lurked a few times over there. And yeah, but most of all, just thanks for your time. You all know that I appreciate that more than anything. That means the most to me. You all make Tuesday Talks what they are because you bring the cool conversations and we bounce back and forth. So you're the ones that make it cozy. Thank you for your vibes. Until next time, take care, be safe, be kind, and I'll see you later. Goodbye. Goodbye, Amber. Goodbye. Goodbye, Mushy. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.